board meeting into session. Is Chase got
Yeah,
it
that's
on? Please stand for pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you. Public comment. Rob, do you have any public comment for us tonight?
Well, I don't know. I just was gonna bring up the solar again, that's all, but you're gonna talk about it, right?
A little bit, but
Okay.
if there's anything.
Nothing other than what we talked about it.
I was just gonna bring it up under my updates. I wasn't
okay. I was
gonna
gonna
bring it
say
up.
we've got nothing on
No,
here, so if you had a comment,
There's no motions or nothing to be made, but, go ahead, why don't you?
Just what I talked about at the planning zoning, that we hadn't had any contact for 5 months with them, and you know, she did mention that we have 67 more batteries coming, and I just brought up the fact that we haven't really had anything to look at or talk about at all about it. So I was just bringing it to the board's attention that we got to maybe start thinking about it. And I had some questions that I thought were relevant, that based off of the meeting we had 2 years ago in April, when we had the fire chiefs in the main building and some other towns and stuff. We kind of come up with a list, and then that list I had was kind of that list plus a couple other things. So I do think there's some clarification that needs to be made by the solar company for sure. And basically it's safety of our residents and safety of the first responders and their watershed, to try to protect that. But we probably got to get going on it before they start laying gravel and bringing batteries in. So that was kind of the gist of it at the meeting. So
Thanks, Rob. I do
hopefully
want
you guys can work on it.
I do want to follow up a little bit on that. I did take that right to heart, and I did call. I was waiting for some other contact, but I didn't receive it. But I did reach out to the solar and ask them the same questions. And as you know, We Energy purchased this from another developer, and they are in the process of making their plan, and they're submitting all their documentation. The only thing that I got is after I do have to reach out to you today. They're clearing it. They're going to let the land settle until, I think she said 2027 now, once they have it cleared. And Chase, they wanted to know if you knew of a pulper for wood chips. They have more wood chips they need to get rid of, and they're running out of places to take them. And I know at one time you had a list of places.
What are they using now?
I don't know. I have CJ's contact. I will get you that.
Okay.
After the meeting.
So the finish date's 2027, or is that when?
No, the finish date is 2029, I believe, right?
2028.
Oh, wait, I have it here.
2029 we would receive
The
the first
developers
payments.
agreement, I would guess.
I did look that up today, actually. When I
Yeah,
was
their
before I
timeline says
called them.
currently they want to be operational 2028. I think it was August of 2028. I can't remember the month, but it was 2028. May.
Yeah, here it is. May of 2028, and so our first payment would be 2029. And the solar on our current one, Rob, is 75 megawatts for battery storage. This one is 50 megawatts. And this one is only taking up 880 acres versus what was the first one? 1500?
I think it started at 15, but I want to say it was like 1250, somewhere around there.
She said it was 150 megawatts when she stood here.
The solar is 150. The battery storage is only going to be.
Battery is only 50 megawatts. Yeah. 67 batteries.
Yeah, and the first one had 150 for the solar, but 75 for the battery storage.
And the number of batteries is in question yet too, Rob, because it may be less than that, being that there's new technology out there, she said. So those are things that she's going to get answers to, and then if we want, she will come down and they'll give us more updates anytime we ask. So I'm just kind of following up on what you had asked, and
Did they mention anything about water containment or runoff containment or?
I did, because
Yeah,
that's kind of close to my heart.
Yeah.
Because with the first one, I wanted it on a concrete pad. And that didn't happen. And with the second one, I kind of put it on notice today that that's something we were contemplating. So we are asking for answers, and they, because I did talk to 2 people, will get us answers as soon as they're available. And then I will bring them back to the Plan Commission and the town board. And if it's not enough, actually, I'll bring back to Josh, and he can let the Plan Commission. And then if that's not sufficient, we'll have them come in. I think it's good to have them come in anyway, just to give us updates. So I think that's going to be a strong possibility. Okay. Any other public comment? Dan?
I got a couple.
Sure.
You're number 14. PJ talked to me about that.
Yes.
And I would like to have that come out of my fund.
All right. I'm glad you said that, because she mentioned that, and I said that's why we'll put it on the agenda.
And 13. I've seen a couple of different videos from Port Washington City Council and Beaver Dam City Council. And they have monstrous operations there.
Okay.
They're having, especially Beaver Dam, they're having problems with the construction.
Okay.
They're running 24/7. The lighting is tremendous on both sites. Do we have anything in the zoning that would cover, there's stuff there that would cover lighting, but does it cover that particular?
If I remember right, in our zoning, the lighting says it has to remain on the property. There is no, what do you call
Trying to
that?
think of the term. that's
Yeah,
in there.
there's no like lighting that can spill over.
Spillover.
There's no spillover lighting.
Supposedly the one in Port Washington, it's just like a big city. I mean, the woman said you can't even see the stars anymore.
Okay. I think we did address that in our zoning, but I'll make a note of it.
Then in Beaver Dam, the big thing was the 24/7 construction sites. I mean, backup horns going midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. And
So we put in a
if there was
construction.
We do have that.
We do
I think we have hours.
Yeah, we do have hours.
hours in the zoning or nothing in that in the ordinance itself.
Is it in the building?
So not in the
I think
data.
it's in the building code. I think you are right. It is in the building code. And I believe it's,
Yeah, it's like 7 to 7.
I think that's 7 to 9,
Could be.
think. Yeah,
I don't
but
remember.
it is in there. It's in the
So
building
it
code.
is just for the solar though?
No, it's for any construction. If you're building a new house,
Okay.
there's quiet time.
But, and like, so guns, is there a quiet time for guns?
No, that's controlled by DNR. We don't have.
Okay. Just
Hey, one
curious.
more.
Yes, sir.
I told you last Wednesday I would check your website.
Yep.
It sucks.
You think it sucks?
Yes. It took me a long time just to find the agenda.
That's the new one, huh? Okay, that's something we gotta bring out.
There's no way. The only way I found it is I saw something somehow, it says calendar. I thought, well, let's try
Let's
that.
put that right on the homepage then, and we can do that. I'm
And
glad you said that.
there's, you always used to be able to go in and check the tax rolls and all that stuff. The through the Wood County.
Yep, and that's still there.
That's still there.
Yep.
How do you find it?
So bear with me here because I'm still getting used to the change. So if you go on to Saratoga, the town of Saratoga website, on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a menu option. And if you pop down, it goes to taxes.
No,
And then you
there
scroll
was
up.
nothing there that says taxes.
Yep.
Not on mine.
Oh, you got the
So-
new website, Dan?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, this is the new one.
Yeah.
So find the agenda.
Yeah, you go to the calendar.
It should.
It's
it
under
should
the
say
calendar.
agenda
Yeah,
somewhere.
calendar.
Yeah,
It
But
should
that's
say,
where it was on the old website as well. It was under the
that's why we
calendar.
got a new one.
You know,
But
That should be front. and
we can
foremost.
make anything we want.
Well, yeah,
So-
that's the thing, but as far as, I didn't see anything there that said taxes
yep,
on the
so,
left side.
yep, if you go menu,
Menu, yes,
top down, it's got home, calendar,
Yep.
town updates, garbage and recycling, ordinances, dogs, solar projects, taxes.
oh,
And
see,
you hit that
it
for
doesn't roll
taxes?
down that far. I got, what was solar, that was the last thing I have.
Oh,
My
Yeah.
screen doesn't go that deep.
oh,
That I don't know what to say to remedy that.
yeah.
But typically everything should be like 1 to 2 clicks to find it. And I can ask him to maybe put something on the homepage
Yeah.
for the calendar.
Oh, it's gonna go slow because I didn't sign.
But that's where the agenda was before, was on the calendar, so it's still,
Let's bring that forward. I don't blame them for that.
On our homepage, on the old site, the calendar was on the right,
okay,
and
yep.
it was.
Well, it
right
really
underneath
wasn't
the
a calendar, it just had
Yeah,
different,
just,
Yeah, Well, and that was,
it showed a date
Yeah.
and,
showed the date and the meeting, and then if you
Meeting,
clicked on it, that was the agenda.
yeah, right.
And I'm looking at it right now, and I don't.
Yeah, okay,
You
go to
gotta go
calendar, but still, you know,
Yes, if you go to the calendar, then you write,
yeah,
click
go
on
down
the
to the
calendar.
date and, if you know the date of the meeting, then I can get it. But
right.
maybe I don't know the
Oh.
date of the meeting.
yeah. So you're thinking maybe put agenda right on the top, right as a tab, and maybe,
Meeting agendas or something.
Yeah.
Cause
Just
you got the
agendas would
plan
be good.
commission, you got the,
Or if it can be a
Board
drop down
meetings.
from calendar, it could just say agenda.
well, that's what it does now, but if we can just put agenda as our tab.
Yeah, I can call him
Yeah.
and see what he has that.
maybe I
works.
just gotta play with it again and see if I can actually scroll.
It's good to
I
have
don't know.
input from
Yeah.
people.
I had to search for the agenda.
Okay.
I thought there would be just a tab
Yeah.
that said agenda. And you click
Yeah.
on
Okay.
But it wasn't like that before though either, so keep in mind
Well, it
that
was right.
But it was right on the
There,
main
there was
page.
a link on the.
for the calendar, yes, but there wasn't a tab for agenda.
No,
per
you
se,
went to the
you know,
Yeah.
but it listed town board.
yeah, this
But even
calendar,
that was having to go to the calendar to get the agendas kind of, for some people, I know it's kind of
Is there a search
should just.
box?
Oh,
You
yeah.
type in agenda and
Oh.
it'll bring you to it.
Oh, yeah, no, wait.
Oh, no, it'll bring you every agenda, every page.
so
Yeah.
right now with the search,
So that blows that.
yeah, so right now with the search, because the old website is no longer alive and active. And so he told me that the search will get better with time, because right now it's working on that rerouting on the backside of things from that old site. So with time, that search will get better. and
I
more
found
refined,
it
so-
amazing the very first time I used it. I put in one name and it brought up every single minutes that had Dan's
That
name in it.
But I punched in March 18th, Town of Saratoga agenda 2026. I mean, I couldn't get any
Yeah.
more specific.
Right.
And I had an agenda from 2023.
Okay,
I agree with you, Lorelei, though everything else is really good. But
Yeah.
to try to get to the agenda. I
okay.
think
Well,
it's-
that's
sure
good
it's just-
still.
But certain little things, I mean, as far as what you're looking for dogs or permits or all that other stuff, it's there. The meeting minutes are there. All that,
Just got to
it's
speak
there.
for 'em.
You can go to the videos, it's there. But, there's two things that I look at all
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah,
and they weren't there.
I like the idea of putting agendas on the front too.
So I'll
Yeah, see
give
if
him
we
a
can
call
do
and
that.
see how he,
Can you maybe list it as upcoming meetings agendas?
I think
I will call
agendas would
him
be
and
good.
see, because I don't know how the programming side of it works. He's been phenomenal to work with.
Yeah,
So like, for example, like the contact information is like the phone numbers are on the bottom of the homepage. Because that was one thing that a lot of residents called, that I can't find a contact information or phone number or whatnot. But it's also on the contact page. But the way that he programmed the website has it set up, I can go to one spot and make those changes. So if there's ever a change in who's on the board, it's not having to go to 10 different spots on there. So, I mean,
I
from
don't,
the backside.
I really
is
don't think
nice.
he'd have a problem moving that agenda over there
No,
up here.
no,
I mean, it
it's
seems
just
like
a matter of what works feasible, but he's very good to work with and very accommodating, so.
Good.
So if I click on like town updates on the menu, click on town updates, there's a bunch of stuff that pops up underneath there. Like if I scroll down, transfer and brush site attendant
Yep.
needed, stuff like that. So if I go, that's town updates. If I go to garbage and recycling, there's links on how to each one
Yep.
down there. So if I click on calendar, it just says click the calendar to the right. If like calendar
Small.
upcoming meetings and agendas were populated there on that screen, that'd be a lot.
Okay.
Instead of just that little calendar.
Right.
Yeah,
Instead of
you
having
actually
to,
have to go sideways in
when you
order to
click
see.
on it.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
in order to click.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you click on it.
Yeah, because it was actually hidden. I noticed that too. It was actually hidden. And maybe make it actually says calendar instead of just a picture.
It's
You're
really
computer illiterate. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
hard to-
It's really good to get feedback. I really like that because then we can get it to where it's
Oh, yeah,
user friendly
make it
for all
really
of us.
friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a FYI, sometimes the fewer words on a search, the better.
That's true.
If you get more specific,
Put
it
agenda.
just gets confused.
I did that and I got the same results as you. 2023 was the first one.
I did too.
If you put in a person's name or an entity, it brings up every agenda that name is in. I did that and it was amazing because I needed every one and it was perfect. Anything else, Dan?
Nope, that's all.
All right.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, business permit for Ebert's Classic Chevy Antique Finds Forever, 10141 South Young Street. Everybody got it? Any questions?
Is this one of them that was operating without a license prior?
Yeah.
Well,
Has there been any,
not
Well,
technically.
has there been any complaints or anything so far?
no, I actually seen it on the internet, on Facebook and that.
So what we were doing is we were doing occasional garage sales. And then last year we decided we wanted to have the
Thanks, Dan.
business. So 2 Thursdays ago, that was our first day of opening without a permit. So we weren't actually,
We were, but we weren't. You're forgiven.
I-
It happens to all
so
of
you
us.
want to know as far as, I'll just give you a little back. So, we have a circular driveway when you come to our property. So I have arrows directing them for which way I want the traffic to come. And then there's angle parking for them when they're by our shop, which is where the store is. There is room for 2 vehicles to go down our driveway. It is narrow, and with all of the snow that we just got, I opted not to open because I don't want to cause an issue with
Traffic.
2 vehicles trying to come down our driveway, and our driveway is quite long. So I try to take those things into consideration. I'm not trying to cause a problem for the residents. My hours are, we don't open until 10 o'clock, so it's not like I've got early morning traffic. When we were doing garage sale, yeah, that was earlier, but this will be more business centered. And the latest is 4 o'clock. So
tell us what days you plan on being open and what hours.
So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will be open from 10 to 4. And on Saturdays, we will be open 10 to 1.
Okay, do you have bathroom facilities for people?
I let them use my bathroom in my house. I know, that's enough.
It's up to you. I wouldn't, but that's.
I mean, so in an emergency, I let one lady in. Now, just last week, a lady said, "Oh, do you?" And I said, "I don't." I said, "You'll."
Yeah.
I said, "If this is an emergency, I'll let you come into my home, but otherwise, I would just prefer that you went to the gas
You might
station."
consider a porta potty for summer use. I mean, that's
I mean, I
something
do
people do.
potty outside, but I don't have a cover.
You don't need to know that.
Yes, you like that on the minutes.
Recorded too.
I know, I like it.
Let's see.
As far as the porta potties goes, you can rent them.
Yeah.
There's rentals out there, or you can also buy them and then have them pumped.
Oh, yes.
As needed. There's several around that do that.
Now what's the Ebert's Classic Chevy? Like that?
That's really, so prior to our antique store, my husband restored stainless and aluminum trim for collector cars.
Okay.
So that was not a customer come to our residence. That was, we would go to swap meets and people would bring their trim and we would take back, we would restore it, and then we would there's usually spring and fall swap meets, and so we pick up in spring, deliver in the fall, or vice versa.
Okay.
That business is almost non-existent. He has retired from restoring the trim. I have left the business because I still sell on eBay the remaining automotive parts that we have.
Okay. So that was more. So you don't plan on doing that much anymore, and
It's just on eBay.
just on eBay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the name of the
Yeah.
business.
And with my Antique Finds Forever, I do sell on Etsy, I do sell on eBay, so.
If the issue here is if you would have a fire or emergency call or something, we need to know what's going on the property.
Mhm.
And I think I kind of told you
Yeah.
that. Traffic is another big concern with Young Street not being a great, well, now it is a great road,
Well, what is that zoned?
residential.
Is it RS or RR?
I don't know. Let me tell you. But that
No, that's
would be
not- that
helpful.
is-
RS1.
Is it?
RS1?
Yeah. No, so single family. Oh, yeah, I guess I would have known that. There are 1 acre parcels. Okay, so what's your pleasure, guys? Or do you have any more questions?
I guess as long as traffic ain't too much, that's the big thing I was worried about is traffic. So,
Yeah.
which you brought that up. So,
And
so
honestly, if I gauged it off of the whatever days that we were open, I would say at the most I had 6 or 7 vehicles on the property.
Do you have any employees or are you the?
It's
only one?
my husband and I.
there is restrictions on that if you do get bigger. The home based, I think we have one
One unrelated.
unrelated employee.
Yep.
So just watch that. I'd make a motion to approve the application for Ebert's Classic Chevy Antique Finds Forever.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion by Carl, a second by Brian. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? All right, you're good to go.
All right.
Thank you. You're now registered with the town.
You left something.
Oh, yeah.
If
Can't
there's
go
money in
anywhere.
it, go ahead and leave it.
There is.
All right.
Keys to the vehicle too.
Artie.
Thank
Oh.
you very much.
Thank you, Suzanne. All right. Next, business permit A and B roll-off dumpsters on Deer Ridge. I think, he doesn't have any on site. He goes and picks them up and delivers them. So it was basically just noting that his business is there.
And his truck sits at home by the sound of things.
Yes.
So he may have a dumpster on the truck.
Oh, that could be.
Most of the time, the truck is
Empty.
empty.
Yeah, he's,
I have seen it once with a dumpster on it, but it was still on the truck as part of the
yeah.
truck
Truck.
itself.
Yep.
So if there's any questions, he said we can call him, but it seemed pretty cut and dried to me.
Yeah, I've never seen any dumpsters like sitting in the yard or anything like
And
that.
there's no traffic.
That would be the only thing if there's a complaint on something like that. So, well, again, if nobody else has any other complaints, I would make a motion to approve Brian's A and B roll-off dumpsters.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Carl, a second by Josh. Is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. All right. Updates since previous meeting, Constable, we have a report. I know we did, I've seen it once. Here it is. Loud goose and barking dog. The goose, I think, is after the chickens. And then a dog at large. And I think you took care of that.
I actually took the call for the dog at the 64th.
Yeah.
I took the call for the dog at large, after talking to the complainant.
Instead of,
I figured it was Brandon's deal, not mine, because there wasn't,
Okay.
I mean, they were collared, they knew whose dogs it were.
okay,
So I called Brandon, gave him the information, he took care of it.
all right. And the barking dog, again.
The one is on the report because 1 month, because it's 2 different months.
Oh,
You mentioned, so.
okay,
January.
Yeah.
So we got it 2 months in a row,
So the 1
64th.
month,
Yeah.
I think.
I thought it was record only in January, and in February it was first offense.
okay, that could be,
I think those two are switched.
Okay, that makes sense.
that would make sense. Okay.
All right.
Because I do know when I told Brandon on it and gave him the information, he's like, yeah, I talked to him about the third.
Okay.
So I believe he probably got the first offense
Okay.
the
We've got
second time.
2 camping violations out here.
The camping violations are them because they're using them as a permanent resident?
The one on Highway 73, that's the one where she's living in it in the middle of winter. And the other one on Highway 13 is accumulation of junk and living in it and burning campers.
And that's their primary residences?
The one on Highway 73 is, the one on Highway 13 is across from country, what used to be Country Sports. That's not a primary residence, it's a rental. And I don't really know what's going on there, but I received 3 complaints last week.
Yeah.
So it's a highly volatile.
So the one on 73, is she still a resident of the county?
I don't know that, but I know the health department is aware, the police department is aware, and Brandon is aware.
Okay.
So it's being taken care of. Any other discussion or
Nope.
questions? Okay, let's go on to the building inspector. I did talk to Josh this morning. He said we only have 7 building permits for the whole year so far, which is unprecedented here in Sarasota. That should have been the first week in the year. So the only thing I can think of is that, the economy is kind of hitting us hard. But I did see today there's 3 building permits in his drawer, so maybe the snow prompted people. I don't know. But and one is a new house. And I have had some interest in a couple subdivisions on some land that was previously vacant. So that might be something coming forward. And it's in a residentially zoned area. So that's kind of nice to see that the housing is staying where the housing is. The zoning administrator, I guess that is me. And I basically just said what's going on with the construction. I've had 2 developers call me to do subdivisions. And unremarkably, it's on the same parcel of land, so I don't know who's going to win out. So as soon as I get anything, it'll go to the plan commission and we'll all know about it. Other than that, what else do I know? I don't think I have any other information that would have to do with zoning. Any questions from anybody? Okay, road crew, Caston, and is not here. Well, I just want everybody to know that truck will be delivered on April 2nd. at 9 o'clock in the morning and be inspected. So hopefully we won't have to use it anymore this year. But we did get something today in the mail that we may get aid, some kind of aid for all the snow.
Yeah, I have to look at that a little bit further because of the amount of snow.
Yeah. So maybe it'll help us pay for overtime and stuff for our guys. That might be. Plan commission, Josh.
All right, we had a plan commission meeting last week. So items 11 and 13 on our agenda tonight kind of talks about stuff I was going to talk about. Earlier, Rob talked or had a question on solar during public comment. We had some concerns at the plan commission level about some answers from the developer, and we talked about that earlier. So our operations or data operations ordinance update, we had a revision on that, and we brought that to the board today. Rob's chair of our new ad hoc committee for recreation, and him and his crew, Carl is part of that. They're doing a whole bunch of work when it comes to recreation, biking, hiking, trails, and a lot more information to come with that. Rob, Carl, do you want to elaborate on that just a little bit?
Well, not too much really. There's mostly we're still in the planning and we got to do a lot more research. We did talk to Plan Commission about it, and I guess it was blessed, I guess you could say, what we're trying to accomplish. I guess the main thing we're trying to do is connect town of Rome with Nakusa on a bike hiking trail of some sort or another. Don't know routes, don't know any details. So we didn't know if we should pursue it yet. But according to the Plan Commission, they sounded like that was maybe a good idea. We don't have any recreation really available in the town, and we have no budget being spent on any recreation. So as of right now, it's still in planning. We're going to do some more research. We did do some research in the past. I talked to Wakely. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I talked to Wakely. I stopped in there. I walked their paths. So that we might run into a little issue there as far as surfacing. They did say they did not want blacktop. So that might be in a bike trail. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
there are plenty of bike trails that are hard packed enough that aren't.
Yeah. So, but, getting across the 10 Mile Creek is going to be the biggest issue in the whole thing, I think. And then coming along Highway Z, because we are going to have to probably go alongside of Highway Z for part of the way, from what I've looked at. We got a meeting tomorrow, so we will discuss more on that and maybe get some maps out and do some research there too. So we'll spend a little more time on that.
I know there's grants out there for stuff like this. So possibly some sort of grant for a bridge across 10 Mile.
Yep, there's possibilities. We just have to find a landowner that would be willing to, cross it.
Yep.
We have some ideas that we're going to throw out and research them.
Okay.
And kind of go from there. So,
all right.
So as of right now, we're just throwing stuff out. Throw it against the wall, see what sticks.
All right.
That's basically it.
Start with is that Rome was gonna try to get up.
Yeah,
they've already talked to the people about the snowmobile bridge, and so they've already been active on trying to do that, connect get a big trail system. So I guess it's just would be win-win for everybody. But we'd like to include a solar, maybe a platform that would overlook the solar in information. If we get to Point Bass, there'll be information spots along the way, maybe some Indian information. Maybe we could skirt along the edge of the Cranberry Marsh, get some information about that. So it'll be more of a educational bike trail rather than just
This is a road.
go to point A to point B, but, we're a long ways from it. But that's kind of, if the board thinks that's an okay idea, we're gonna, it's gonna take a lot of research to, a lot of contacts. I mean, Carl and I have made a lot of contacts already, been to several meetings, just to see if it's even something that, but it seems like, all the communities are in favor of it. We'll get a hold of Nakusa and Port Edwards, and if we all get together on it, that we hopefully can get some financing and some grants and stuff, and shouldn't cost a ton. Hopefully the goal is, very little, if anything, so, but we're learning as we go, so.
We do have money set aside in the budget for recreation,
Okay.
just so you know.
Okay, I'll take it.
Well, we might need to have
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
some,
There's,
we might have to have some sort of someone who builds bike trails, look at what feasibly would be cheapest way from us to get to point A to point B, and to save us money. It might cost us a little money to research some of that by somebody that's actually built them and knows how road right of ways work and stuff like that. But we want to try to keep it off the sides of the roads in the woods or
Yeah.
on off. We're not going to be on any roads, but even riding alongside a road on a separate path, like,
Yeah.
it's still, we would like to be.
Kind of like Rome is doing.
Yeah, as much off into the woods as we can, so.
Nice.
some of it's
If
gonna
you
be,
guys-
you know,
That's
no
a
other way
halfway
around
decent
it.
idea.
We'll
We'll
look
keep
at
looking,
that.
right?
The snowmobile bridge, is that on the DNR land over there?
It is,
It is.
but it crosses private on the other side. So once you cross the bridge going north, it goes to private. There's a little section there.
Yeah, it looks like that path jags off to the west just a little
Yep,
bit.
yep.
It actually looks like if it stayed over, it could stay on DNR land.
No, not on going north.
On the north
They're
side.
they're both privates. Both sections are private.
It's the property line, right?
It is the property line, yes.
Wonder if Domtar would get involved in that with
We're-
the mountain lane.
We're gonna talk to them. The trail was probably gonna try to go from Point Bass across the Domtar land, maybe along the river and get
By
to
the
the
old
bridge
bridge.
there.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Stay
would be
away
so
from the-
pretty.
Highway.
highway, yeah.
That's on our list to do. Yeah. The pipeline, if we could use that, we're not sure yet. I mean, there's all kinds of, we got a lot of research to do and find out where we can go and where we can't before we even, but if you guys think that it's a good thing for the community, we'll do it.
There would be some maintenance, expense. As far as, future, somebody's gonna have to, make sure that the grass is mowed, to trim the branches, so there may be some town expense there.
And I'm assuming it was educational, you'll probably have benches with a garbage can or something.
Yeah, I would imagine, so that
That stops.
they'd have to be someplace where you can stop with the truck alongside the road somewhere.
We may get volunteers. I mean,
Yeah.
Boy Scouts, Girl
Yeah,
Scouts.
that's
you
true
know.
too.
And some of that, we might be able to get money for, for
Right.
maintenance,
Yep.
we're not sure.
And we do have a groundskeeper here. I mean, utilizing them maybe 1 or 2 hours a week. I don't think that's a big deal, but I mean, there's a lot of possibilities here, and I was so impressed at the research you guys had done so far. I thought that was amazing. I mean, it was very factual and very on point. I thought it was really good.
And we got a couple good residents helping us now, so I think
Good.
now that we got direction and we can move a little further. We're thinking of having a trailhead on the Highway 13 and County Line for UTVs and ATVs, a little parking area where people can park with UTVs and unload, maybe a big map, and then that would be part of the trailhead for the bicycle trail too, maybe maybe a bathroom there. And down at Point Bass, that maybe we could get a little bigger parking area and a bathroom there for a trailhead to unload bikes and go for wherever, just because people aren't gonna be, I mean, it'd be good for residents, could use it too, but if you live on the other side of town on 64th and Ranger, you're gonna drive a car or whatever and then get to a point, you can't just park on the side of the road and get off. So we gotta have places for people to park and get onto a trailhead somewhere, right? Maybe 3 of them. Maybe we can get down to the campground. We're not sure yet.
Have you contacted Wood County Park and Rec?
Yes.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
I think they'd be a lot of help.
We'll get more serious about it now after, if you
Yeah.
guys think it's good, then we can get real serious about it and really start talking.
I don't know if you guys ever go up north at all, but like the Vilas County, Sainer, they have a huge bike trail. It connects Manitowish Waters and Manitowish to Boulder Junction to Sainer. I mean, it's quite an elaborate bike trail system they have there. And it's some blacktop, some you go through campgrounds, lakes. They have rest facilities, bike drop-off spots, just like you guys are talking about.
And e-bikes are getting a lot more popular,
Mhm.
so people are actually going farther distances.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so much easier. And then bikes, they run a long ways. When they're just in assist, I got a buddy that's got a couple of them, and they can go 30, 40 miles and it doesn't even hardly touch the battery.
Wow.
So
Yeah, you
Right
jump
up
in the
to-
bike
dump
route
out
in Rapids, you go through Port Edwards,
Yep.
come through Tecumseh.
Yep.
get all the way down.
Yep.
Isn't there something called the Green Mile or something?
That's in
Point?
Stevens Point.
Yeah,
That's more than a mile.
yeah.
The Green Circle, it's fun.
Is
Oh,
that
Green
what it's
Circle,
called?
yeah.
I remember seeing that there too. I mean, it's becoming a thing, and that's something that's pretty cost effective.
So the only thing is we'd have to probably ask the town for some subsidies.
Yeah.
But we don't know how much or even if it's gonna
Sure.
happen.
Sure.
But if it does happen, just,
Well, I for one think it's a great idea. I'd love to see you guys keep
just hope
going
that
on this.
the town people would be more than willing to, see it to donate a little bit of tax money to it.
Well, it is in our comprehensive plan. It
Yeah,
does
it is.
specifically mention that, bike trails,
Well,
and
let's-
hiking trails are one of the things that the town is
Let's see where
in
we can
favor
go.
of. So I guess we wouldn't be breaking any, we couldn't have, we would have something to stand by if
Sure.
somebody did say something, but
Sure.
anyways.
Well done. Continue full speed ahead.
Yeah. Well done.
Only other thing I have left for planning commission is we had a general contractor come to the planning commission meeting. They just recently purchased some land on 13th, and they're looking to bring business to the town, and just came to us asking for what we
Guidance.
expected of them. So we gave them some direction, and they'll be back. So more to come on that.
Is that down just south of Tower there? Or?
It's at 73 by the furniture store.
13.
Yes, that's what I said
Just-
the first time, right?
Yeah, you said
I said 13 the first time?
Just north of
So
Ranger
by the
Road.
purchase.
Yeah, north of Ranger.
Yeah. It's nice to see a little development going on.
Sure. Our next meeting is April 8th. That's all I got for planning commission.
Okay, thank you. Clerk.
It is getting to wind up where there's everything going on. So there's lots of trainings coming up here for us, getting ready for the election and in-person absentee voting.
Board of Review.
Yep, board of review training, that'll be coming up. We should know the date for board of review, the third week of April, and that's usually held the end of May, first part of June. So we've had a few questions about that, but I won't have specific dates or timelines probably till that third week in April. Been busy working on, I've got chainsaw training solidified for our public works that was supposed to happen today, but because of the weather, whatnot, got postponed, so that'll be next week. And then we've got our drop-offs, electronic recyclings, those dates are confirmed as well, so.
And we're having a revale in the town of Saratoga.
That'll be a 2-year process though,
Yeah.
26 and 27,
Yeah.
so.
They say where they're planning on starting on that, or are they doing?
That I haven't heard.
Kind of,
Yeah, yeah, that I haven't heard exactly where, but it will take effect at the same time for everybody, so.
It's not a choice. It's a decision made by state statutes when your valuation is off from what you're collecting in taxes. So it has to be done. We don't have a choice. But we do have a choice of having half the town done at one time and half the town done in another year. So we're going to have it done in 2 years, but it's not going to take effect until when everybody is done.
Yeah.
So your neighbor doesn't have lower taxes than you or higher taxes than you. And it really doesn't affect the taxes that much.
It kind of levels things out.
Yeah, so it's just something that has to be done. Treasurer report, Billy Jo is absent. She had personal time she had to take. We all got her report. I had a question on the report, and I'm sure you all remember this, but we put money aside for a building fund. Anybody remember how much we put aside? Was it 100,000 or?
I don't recall.
It's not on our treasurer's past summary report. Do you remember how much we budgeted?
I don't offhand.
I think it was Chase who did it.
I don't remember offhand. We'd have to look at our budget.
Okay,
I don't have the budget.
so that is something I need to know, because I did go to the big today. All right, I guess there's nothing that can be said because she's not here. Okay, informational announcements by board members. I started with Carl last time, so we'll start with Josh. Mix it up a little bit.
The only thing I had, was the town website. I received some calls on the new town website.
Good or bad?
Some were good.
Okay.
Some were, just looking for certain things that they couldn't find,
Okay,
and we addressed that earlier, so.
okay.
Um,
Did we hit the points that you needed to
Yeah.
have addressed?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep, couple of plowing calls, again, some good, some bad, but with this amount of snow,
Unprecedented.
right, so.
To be honest, I think in general, I think our guys did a better job than the county in the area.
Yeah.
That our roads
Yep.
were cleaner.
Right.
Our through roads anyways.
Right.
Our dead ends, yes, they were a lot.
Our
I
guys were amazing.
I received a call late about a road that hadn't been plowed yet, and I sent a text message to Caston asking if he was still out. About an hour later, he said yes. So they were still out, and that road was plowed the
Yeah.
next time I looked at it. So.
I received calls on Sunday during the snowstorm asking how come their road wasn't plowed. I said, we only have 2 guys. You live on a dead end road. There's only 4 people on your road.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll get at it when we can get at it. These guys worked their butts off this time. It was amazing. I was extremely proud. So, all in all, I think we did good. Actually, driving down the highway, you see a lot of mailboxes not there. And that was down the highway. So,
It was a wet, heavy snow.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
think most
was-
of those were hit with the plow. I think
No,
it was the snow
it
plume
was-
coming off.
Right.
yeah, but can you imagine? I think Home Depot's going to make a killing. So, and I haven't gotten any mail since we had that snow either. I don't know if anybody else has received.
No, I didn't have any mail today.
No, I didn't even see tracks. So I don't know if.
Time to check.
All right. Chase, do you have anything?
Well, the interest keeping it kind of short. The only thing I really got is I did get some information at the district meeting up in Eau Claire. It looks like there's a bill going through right now that will increase our shared revenue for the battery storage that we have in. It'll increase about $25,000 a year if it goes through, and it sounds like it's going to Ever's desk soon, so should help some. But
That's good news. Carl.
The only thing I would like to see is maybe a information about the Parks and Recreation Committee's updates on a monthly basis. maybe put that on the agenda on a regular basis?
It will be brought forward through the plan commission and we can do it pretty much like
Okay.
we did today, if
Okay,
that's
yeah,
okay.
it covered.
Have that as part of the plan commission update.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm.
Anything else?
Nope, that was it. That was,
Okay, Brian.
Right, like everybody else, I'm plowing, phone calls. But also, before the snow, just some concerns about, especially the new roads with the new shoulders, with the amount of gravel getting pushed off. So I did contact, Doug did reach out to me, Paulette, and, said that it'll be taken care of.
Okay.
That was mainly on Hollywood Road.
Yep. Yeah, I did. Yeah. All right. Approval of previous minutes. Have everybody had a chance to take a look at them?
And you'll see, I did have one correction that we noticed after I printed it, so.
So January.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
missing an E, missing an E. Hey, Bill Joe.
Hi. Sorry, Carol.
Anybody else notice anything?
Everything else looks good.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the February 18th minutes with the corrections.
I'll second that.
Yeah, I have a motion by Josh and a second by Brian to approve the minutes. All those in favor?
Right.
Those against? Okay. Billy Joe, we passed the treasurer's report. Is there anything that you would like to report?
Other than dog licenses due March 31st,
Okay.
It's coming up.
it is $3 for
Are we looking
spay.
good?
Are we looking good?
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet. This is a new program, so it'll be tricky for me to bring it up anyways, I think.
Oh,
But other than that, I mean, everything is going good.
good. I did have,
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you want to ask her?
yeah, I did have one question. On our budget, we set money aside for